It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Jones looking to throw right away. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's second and a yard. Operating from the gun. Jones looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's third and short. Looking to throw. Jones got his man. It's London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Patterson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And the goal is a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones toward the pylon, caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Zambrano. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Antonio Gibson with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off play action. Zambrano. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets us down inside the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. Zambrano toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
And we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Jones, and complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano. Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Zambrano over the middle. He gets it to Gibson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Zambrano got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Looking to throw. Zambrano. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Holding offense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Edwards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And we've got 3rd down and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. And he's out right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that that is incomplete.
This is all Brady remembers. Once he got wide receivers over the opposite defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there a little differently.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Dom Maggio now. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano will find Gibson here complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Zambrano to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Zambrano. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this one is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for Washington, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score from the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some room to work. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
They'll go again with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Zambrano eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Jones now on 1st down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. Every now and then you find a little chink in your armor, and that type of run right there lets them know they can't stop every single run for almost no game.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Zambrano, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw on second down. Zambrano being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. When they have the confidence of the person carrying it, can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Zambrano looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Zambrano over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Points on the board.
And here's a give to Gibson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So his second field goal now here in this third quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it. But by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Wisely will throw that one away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zambrano. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And they're down to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Zambrano. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow."
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Zambrano. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Zambrano. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards. And now it's 3rd down. They come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Jones. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Jones. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 23-yard line. Football game. Here's Jones. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop it. pin your ears back time indeed. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.